welcome back to another stream, guys. Normally I'm inside my base when I start the streams, but I went ahead and reorganized that mess I had going on. It did take me a little bit longer than I thought because it's just hard to do a lot of inventory management on Xbox, but I got most of it done, but I wanted to save some of the decorating and some of the stuff so I can put it on stream. But so far, kind of made the middle area a little bit more expanded, and I started up here, but I will do that here in a second. But I'll basically make like not individual housing, but I'll enclose this stuff in so that way it kind of has its own space. Yeah, but yeah, I didn't really touch with anything on the backside, but basically this middle area, I now have like a nice, although I want to put another furnace right here. Nice little area, blacksmith, patter, some stuff I'm gonna put up on the walls eventually. Then I organized basically with all the animal drops in the game so far that I've got. This is gonna be all the, I call these world drops. It's like the stone, glass and stuff like that. Things you can get out of the abandoned mines, trees, all that stuff. This is just straight up all the ores and ingots that I have. Nicely done up. And then these are all the boss drops so far. And then this is going to be my food section that I can eat for myself. And then this is going to be all the fish and fillets and stuff like that. I also, instead of putting these all together, I made these like at the four corners, and I also made them rotate again. Same situation. I just made it look like it's not sitting on anything. I lowered them, but still sitting on that one thing. Furniture area. Oh yeah, I forgot to put all the... Oh, I did put them on here. Crafting, refining whenever I get to that. Washing machine. I could probably fit something else right here, probably a statue or something. Aging facility, chemistry lab. This is just going to be the chest for like my attack build for when I need it and upgrade it. This, I didn't really think of a good spot for these yet, so these are just going to stay in this chest. Gotcha coins and items that don't have a use for anything yet, so just going to keep these here. Building materials, other buildings and building materials. Yeah. And I just kind of kept it a little more spacious so it wasn't so cramped all the time. Oh, I forgot to finish the ceiling. And then I may actually just go ahead and I think I actually have more than enough wheat, to be honest, to continue making bioethanol. I did space these out so I didn't lose any room for the bio, but these keep stopping, so I probably will go ahead and delete this middle section here so it kind of opens everything up, because I do have a massive amount of wheat and logs. I think I'll be okay to open the rest of the islands, and if I'm wrong, I can always just redo this pretty quick. So after I'm done with the roof here, I'll probably take that down. And I do have other stuff planned for the stream, besides just base stuff. I do want to go ahead and finish up the water mission. I'm pretty sure I have that. I actually haven't looked. Let me look now. Pretty sure I'm good. Yeah. I have over 500 now, so what I can do is sell all these actually. You know what, let's just do it right now. While I'm talking, it'll work. Just find a market. Okay, so in 4 minutes, this will activate that that mission. So it'll probably scare the crap out of me. Then the other mission I was thinking of finishing as well on this stream was the Monster Hunter. Because the Prince Monos, you can catch those and breed them, and then get the 10 kills pretty fast. You just gotta find one and catch it. And then the other one for fishing, I did a little bit more research on that. Sunfish have a better chance, I guess, on the Cherry Blossom Island, and then the Paraiba. I actually forgot about that one, but I know the sunfish is for the Cherry Blossom Island, so we'll go make a fishing spot there and kind of add it into the loop whenever I go do that stuff. So yeah, let's get started on this building. I absolutely love using these blue in the furniture workbench. You can have a bunch of different roofing types. The first one I think you unlock is just like the basic, this stuff. It's like straw. It looks quite good as well, but it's more curved. It's not as like pointy. I like the pointiness of using the fish scales. But yeah, it requires fillets of fish to make them, so kind of takes a little bit. There's also triangle pieces and corner pieces and stuff like that. So definitely take your time and look through all these, and heck, just make a bunch of them and play around with them, see what you can make. I just ended up, this ended up being my style that I like using, is like this wood flooring, the plaster walls and windows. These extended rooms are cool for storage because they give you a little bit extra space. I mean, yes, it does technically eat up, you know, some room, but it still looks good to me. And, but yeah, so I'm going to continue and try and do all that. And all these building materials can all be made in the furniture workbench. So you just gotta look through. There's so many things I've never actually used, so if you're one of those people that likes to go through and make everything, go for it. There's like thousands of items. Benches and stuff like that, tables. I'm not one for like super decorating, like making a bunch of tables I'll never use, but I like to throw things up on the wall and, you know, stuff like that. So I'll eventually get to that stuff. Now there's a YouTuber called Mama Kira. She hasn't really posted in a while, but she has a bunch of really good videos on decorating and making the base look freaking cool. So a lot of my ideas came from her. Okay, let's do this. Corner piece. These. Now I'm really debating on whether or not I want to actually close in the roof or not, or leave it open like this. I'm not sure, but I have these pieces if I wanted to. So I can either do them like this or do them long ways. Which long ways probably looks better. Yeah, it looks better. Sweet. Okay. That looks nice. More like a longhouse than a just an open kind of nothing going on. Everything was just crammed into one space. Sweet. It's not a bad start. Let's go ahead and get these. I want to go do a second wall or second row of glass walls. Oh yeah, I forgot to put all this away. But now that everything's nice and sorted out, it should be a little bit easier for me to. I need something. Bam! It's in this chest. And now that I have diamonds, there's so much extra space. So I don't have to worry about stacking chests and stuff like that. Because I know a lot of people when they first start and they see the amount of space they get from the wood chest and they get really worried. It's like, don't worry, you'll get diamond chests pretty fast. I took my sweet time getting to them, and I am struggling right now. Jesus. But if you really are focused, you can get diamond chests pretty quick. Okay. Goddamn. Let me get focused. Whew. Okay. If you're ever having trouble, just place the damn floor. Don't be dumb like me. Okay. And actually, you know what? Maybe I won't do... Ah, see? There we go. The mission for the water came through. Alright, and all I get for doing that, for all that time spent letting the water go, I get one consumable inventory space. So if I go back to my inventory, consumables are these ones. So I got one extra food slot. Jesus. Okay, so what I was saying right before that interrupted me, I may actually not do the second row of, actually, you know what, I am, because that tree is pretty tall. So, yeah, let's do this. Don't worry about these, I'll take these away. I just need a spot to, place floors without losing my frickin' mind. Or, walls. There we go, okay. And... away. Actually, no, I should probably keep these until I put the roofs on. Corner. 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 Okay. There we go. Curtis Dunn? Who the hell is calling me right now? Ooh. Pennsylvania, huh? I ain't answering that shit. Okay, and then the roof has a spot open, but you know what? Let me actually leave that open if I need to jump down into this place. Oh yeah, I didn't think about that. Sometimes I need to jump in here. Oh, you know what? I'll just leave one of the floors here and leave a doorway. I'm trying to picture in my head where I want this doorway to go. Sorry. You know, I'll just take right here. I'll just place this floor for now. Okay, because I don't need this area anymore for the giraffe to make poop. So I can go ahead and just dismantle this. Probably should have done this earlier. It's fine. Come on, pick up the trapper. Oh, I have no space. Bro, who is fucking calling me? I'm not answering. I don't even know that person. Hold on, give me 2 seconds to look at their message. Oh, it's somebody who's watching my live stream. Alright, sorry bro. Hold on. Let me pull up my... I thought you were like somebody trying to scam call me. Hold on, let me pull up my live chat. Alright, I have my chat up, so if you want to ask questions or something, I got you. But I upload these to YouTube, so I just don't want to have somebody on my phone call. Alright, grab this. Of course, I'm out of space. Offer. I'm probably gonna move Anubis. I'll probably give him his own spot, like a little tower or something, like on this little area. But for now, he can stay where he's at. You know what? I'll probably get the access right here. This will be temporary. Nope, 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 nope. Do this. Just to get an idea of how I want to do this. Okay. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, and then... take that, take this. He can stay there. Alright, I'm out of this. I'm probably gonna need more. Ooh, floors. There we go. Yeah, I'd rather use these kind of floors. I'm gonna change these slopes as well, so let's get rid of this. Cool, that looks fine. Yeah, I'm gonna go get the correct slope floors, so, or at least correct to me. Probably need. Well, I'm good on wood. These ones. 20. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and put some of this stuff that way. Because I don't need it right this second. Put those away, put this in here, these in here. Alright, that should be good for now. Grab those. Grab that. There we go. That looks better. Okay, now I need some walls. This. Yeah, this can all stay open. And Anubis, you can come with me. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna give my stat boosts and then I'll put them away. Or I'll put them somewhere else. Cloud storage. So after all those dungeons I did, I ended up getting about... I had like 12 or 13, then I looked in a box and I had like 6 or 7 more. So I was like, sweet, I can get a bunch of levels. Come on. Talk to me. Alright, I said talk, bro. Every time I go to hit talk, it disappears. I'm like spamming it. See? Come on. Alright, you're getting caught and you're getting thrown somewhere else. Alright. Grab this, grab this. Grab that. Okay, looks fine. Do I really want walls around this one? Nah, this should be fine. Actually, you know what? Let's go for it. I can have right here. Yeah. Yeah. Stupid game. Okay. Put that there. That's here. Oh, I'm out of those. Damn it. I don't know exactly what I'm going for, but I'm getting there. What am I making? So I'm not physically making anything. I'm just kind of trying to make it look like it's an actual building instead of everything being just looking like this, where it's all just open. I'm trying to make it look more like actual buildings. So I'm just gonna make like a little, that way I can have like a little climbing staircase. This is just gonna, I just ran out of walls to enclose it. I just want to start making my base look actually nice. But that building specifically is a, it's my log farm. It's where I get a bunch of logs and straw. Let's go ahead and start grabbing all these. I need to build some more though. Yeah, because this is about like the 14th or 15th stream for this playthrough, and the entire time my base has just been kind of all flat and laid out and didn't look very amazing, so I just said screw it, I want to do it. I also need these. Probably should make more. It's fine though. I also need plaster walls. Sand and straw, okay. Animal drops, world drops, sand. I don't want to use the... I guess I could use that stuff. Just make sure before you're building like regular building materials that you're actually using regular straw and not straw that's enchanted with good stuff. Let's do 20. I'll make some with the windows. There we go. And if any more saw... what is going on? That's weird. Okay. Cool, how come? So for logs, you need a crap ton of logs for this game because... Hold on, let me drop something, one sec. So logs, you use them for many things. So first off, you need them for building anything wooden related. So like these plaster walls use logs, wood floors use logs, all that. And then you also need logs for opening new maps. So if you come over to the altar of transportation, this big boy, every time you open a new map, it requires certain materials. So if you look in the bottom left, right above where it says open, I need 50 logs per island to open these. And up here, okay, these are also 50, so I need 50 times like, I don't know, 120 or something like that for all the islands total. So that's why I need logs. So I end up just throwing them in here. And once I've opened all the maps, like once I got through all these, I won't need the log farm anymore, so I'll probably end up just getting rid of it once I have a lot. But for now, it's easier than going out and hand farming everything, because that would take me so long to get all these. It's not even funny, especially the straw too. So it's just it's better to automate something, because those two trees won't die, because these green monos that are down here that are falling in the water, it looks very complicated, but it's really not. These two produce monos and they fall in the water, and the dying mono gets he heals in a radius, so those trees will get healed before that rotating saw cuts them. So it's a little overcomplicated, but basically it's getting me logs and straw for free. Okay, let's block in the rest of this. Yeah, I'm just trying to make it look nice now. Actually, I don't know if I want to do it flat right here. Go. Yeah, this is me just kind of fiddling around with how I want this to look. May not be perfect, but at least it's better than nothing. And I don't want to fully encase it because I still want to be able to like see it working. It still looks pretty cool. But at least I think that is pretty functional. It will get up there. Let's go ahead and close in the floors over here. There we go. If I wanted to, I could do this. And that. Fully closed in, and then floor here. And if I wanted to, I could put like decorations of other trees and like other bushes. So there's this item right here that you can make in the furniture workbench. You can place pretty much anything in these. Let's go and just place it and show you guys. So say I wanted, screw it, I'll just display fish. Make it big as fuck. But yeah, you can like put things in there and it'll display them and make it smaller so it looks cool. You know, I might actually keep that. It looks freaking cool, pretty awesome. But I won't keep all of them. Take all, put one. That actually worked out pretty well. And if you wanted to, you could like change the height as well and like the way it was facing. So if you wanted to rotate it, you just have to turn one of these. I think it's the Y to turn it like 90 degrees. Yeah. But yeah, that's how you do those. And eventually I'll... Oh, sorry if that's loud for you guys. That was loud as shit for me. Supply pod right over there. Nice. I'm going to continuously get those because I need those to make chain bolts. So, alright, let me go grab that and I'll be back. I'll probably cage this next area in. But yeah, this is like a very complicated... Well, actually, it just seems complex, but it's like a 4-part process. So, green mono's at the bottom, falling in the water and dying. This jack-o'-lantern's producing pumpkins to make me money. There's a market in the middle. It's kind of weird to see. But then I have all these breeders. All these breeders are getting healed by the monos up top and the green monos at the bottom. So they don't die, because all the monsters take damage while they're on the machines. So this is where I had my crocodiles going to get their materials. They don't drown, so you have to use a cooking pot. And then all their stuff is in here. Well, I took it all out, but it was in here. But yeah, that's how you farm monsters, the easy way anyways. You just breed them and kill them in water or a cooking pot. And just have chest collect. See? Because this is my Kevin farm. Because I was trying to get his materials, the Hidden in Darkness for my magic attack, and then the Thief Boss for my attack build. What's up, Lazy Cat? Also, the trick for displaying stuff like this as well, place a floor, and then place one of these display things. Let's go ahead and just center it. This is why I like these displays so much, they're awesome. Let me go grab another cool fish. I'll do a shark this time. Go to my fish bin. You know what, I want to display... These don't come out the same way as the other ones, so I don't want to do that. Let's do regular shark. Okay, so then you put whatever you want in the display, crank it up, because I always like things to look way bigger. Yeah, it looks cool. And then you can always change if you want them to face a different way. Like this or whatever. I actually might start turning them towards me. That's cool. Alright. And then to get them to like bob up and down like that, you just take away the floor. And that display will like move up and down, because that's just how stuff like moves in the water. So it kind of looks like how they are moving. Now you can change the height of it as well. So if you want it to stick out more, you can make them like float a little higher. So you can actually see them a little better. But yeah, I like doing that stuff. It's fun. Okay. Yeah, let's just get over there. I'm out of hunger. I'm on fire. Help me, baby Jesus. Help me, Tom Cruise. There we go. All right. Sweet. See, at least now my base looks somewhat better from the distance. Doesn't just look weird. Bunch of shit just hanging in the air. Once again, I'm probably gonna go ahead and get rid of these guys now. Now that I don't really use them anymore because I have the higher level islands unlocked, and all the stuff that these guys sell here aren't super hard to get. I may just keep one of these guys in a room, like just keep these two dudes right here, or these two guys actually. Because the more things you have out and the more monsters that you have roaming around and automations going, the more your FPS is going to drop, especially if you're on console. So you want to kind of over time just keep an eye on that and manage it as you go. So let's go ahead and that's why I always am like deleting stuff. Like when that iron farm stopped working, I just went ahead and just took it apart. Oh, I guess I'm out of room. Alright, one dropper I can deal with getting rid of. Okay, just so I can get all this stuff. You know what? I am gonna catch these two guys, and I'll just put like one merchant somewhere in my base. That way, if I do need to buy something, I can just check it. Take that. Take this. That way, I can just go ahead and collect all this stuff over here. Make sure when you're doing this, I also try not to place things. When you're taking things away with the retriever rod, be careful not to double click, because if you click too fast, you'll accidentally take something from behind. Like I was pointing towards my house. I've done that a few times. Especially when you're trying to really go quick. Alright, there we go. Hey, another iron rod. Alright. Now my house looks official. And you know what? I could probably get rid of these two. Now that I don't really need to go over there anymore. And this bird is really annoying me being here, so let's go some magic. Try not to hit anything else. There we go. Cool. Oh, and the way I got these bigger arches, the ones that are like these, but there is no bigger version, I just made it a display. I just cranked the size up and then lowered it down so that way it would look like it was touching the floor. There's actually nothing there. It's just a display. I thought that was pretty genius. Because I really like the design of these arches, so I was like, I want a two wide floor that makes a big like doorway, but there wasn't an option for it, so I was like, fuck it, I'll just make one myself. Okay, cloud storage. Put these away. There we go. Okay. So we got that. Let's do the roof over here. Oh yeah, I did say I was gonna close these off. So if you want to like close triangled area, you know, underneath stairways, you could just build these things if you want. They don't look perfect, but they're better than nothing. And I think I put the wrong one. Yeah, I think that looks better than nothing being there. So that's usually what I end up doing. Kind of looks like a staircase anyways. Now I didn't do it here because this is closed in, but you can kind of do whatever you want. And if you wanted to, you can make all these ones glass so you can still see through them. I kind of like that. It looks like a building now. Sweet. Alright. Let's work on this building now. And I will do some dungeon hunting. I won't just do nothing but building stuff today. I do also want to go out and catch some stuff, so hopefully I'll be able to get through this pretty quick. Now let's go ahead and put the wood floor. I don't know why I changed up the pattern. Well, can't change it now, so whatever. Let's go that way. Yep. Alright, I'm not sure where I really want this building to start, so I'm just gonna do... figure the front door, even though it's gonna be a little cramped for a front door right here. That there, that there. Okay. Is this how I really want to do this? I don't know. I may have to come back to this area. I may make this one just big ass building, considering this is all like my killing floor area. So I may come back to this and just kind of do this another time. But let's get started. Awesome. I'm gonna get a floor down first. I just had a cool idea. I need glass floors though. Make this almost like my little aquarium right here. Just box it in. Do it like the whole way. And then just as I fill it in, just add more stuff in there. Maybe even do like a bush or something to make it look like an actual aquarium. I may have to move him so his tail ain't sticking out. But yeah, kind of do something like that. That'd be cool. Maybe double it up, vary the sizes so it looks like it's actual an aquarium. Sweet, I like that. Glad I came up with that idea. Okay, and then this I can probably just fill in with wood floors. Oh, those are all backwards. Maybe I'll do another this side as well, do the aquarium thing. This is not the same size. Oh, I just, basically would just make you walk here, and then this becomes the aquarium. Good enough for me. Cool, and I'll come back to that later and fill those in. So that way this all looks the same, or nice and uniform. Perfect. I was one short. Oh well. And technically I don't need these ones right here. Always go and prove myself wrong. Although I could put the chest here instead of over there. Yeah, I could always do that. It's fine. I'll do that later. Okay, that's good. That's good. All right. Walls. And then one of my favorite touches to put on buildings, if you're building it over water as well, is to put the stone floors underneath so it looks like it's actually sitting on foundations. Because to me, this looks better than that. And now you may have a little trouble getting it all the way down, but that's okay. Still looks better than nothing. My trick to that, sometimes it may not work 100% of the time, but if you jump into the water and then place right as you jump, see how it kind of went down? It's not very accurate. Like, it's hard to get exactly where you want it, but so I just kind of leave it uniform. Let's go ahead and put it here. And here. And I'll leave the aquarium open. So that way, at least from the front, it looks like it's like sitting on something. Let's probably put it over here too. Even this is like the beach. Okay. And this looks really good when you do it with the wood flooring, and then do like the stone foundation. Looks really nice. Can't really rotate here. Now my trick here is normally if I can't place it from this way, I would stand over here and delete this floor. But if I delete that floor, it's gonna drop these into the ground, so don't want to do that. So I really want to try to get this right. If I can, I may just do it off screen and scream a little bit. You know what? For now, it's fine. You know what? I have a solution. Expand the front walkway. Why can't I place that? Oh, this freaking log is here. Okay, grab this. Really? I can't. There we go. I was like, I swear to God, I've hit these before. Okay. So yeah, if something's not working, just find a workaround. Easy. But that also means I want to do it over here too. So that's just how my brain works. Fuck. Place it this way first. Sometimes it's easier. You can get lower. There we go. Okay. Damn it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it is wrong. Okay, I do gotta put one more. And of course I'm out of them, so I gotta make some. Jeez, always happens. But those floors I'm using are these ones, the wood grain pattern floor. And I'm hungry again, so don't waste my magic food. Tacos, that's right. Tacos? Oh, these tacos. Oh my gosh, I'm missing so much chat. I'm so sorry, guys. Lazy cat, I can't remember what we played a month or two ago, and you're helping me set up a play. Oh yeah, I think I do remember, because we set up in this about the same area on this island. We were like building like right in here somewhere. I remember that. And yeah, I am in single player right now. I just want this to be a single player playthrough, because I'm uploading to YouTube, so that way people, if they're trying to do their own playthrough, they can kind of get an idea of what to do, you know? Oh, come on. Let me place those stone floors first, or stone walls. Just be easier. Now, I don't know why I don't continue it to the wall, but whatever. There we go. What am I doing, bro? Okay, there we go. Grab that, grab that, grab that. There we go. That looks better. Now it's symmetrical. Okay, there we go. Now this, I'll basically just build walls going up, and then I'll just build a ceiling over it another time. But I'm already 40 minutes into the stream, and all I've done is do building, so let's go ahead and check how many restraining bolts I have. That's right, I do have 8. Okay, let me clear my inventory and then let's go fight some stuff. These away, put this away. Oh, I gotta put Anubis back up so I can have him, but I don't want him inside because he yawns too much. And also, I don't know what's going on with this, why this stuff isn't collecting anymore, why it's having such trouble. Let's put it there, see if that fixes the problem. It's almost like they were just getting stuck on the floor being too low, and it wasn't getting absorbed into the market. So I'm not sure what's going on. But I gotta go collect those ones first. Yeah, 33 eggs, it means like none of them are getting collected. That's a weird perk, because like literally right before this video it was working totally fine. So I'm not sure what's going on. Let's try that height. Still in the wrong spot. Right? Is that the right spot? Yeah. Let's go this height. Okay, that's better. Put the glass wall back. Glass wall. Okay, now these eggs and stuff should be getting collected by this market right here. Once again, it doesn't always work, so whatever. Jesus, I always get so sidetracked. Okay, let's put some of these away. That's empty. Food, I can probably put some fish away. That's good, that's good. Got that from the chest, offer. Oh, that's the wrong one. Okay. Quit, offer. Because this one's the one I'm actually using. Hidden Darkness, Golden Winds. Right? Oh yeah, yeah, that's the one I made. Okay. Don't need these anymore. Okay. Don't need the gravity gloves because I already moved all my chests around, so I don't really need that much. eBay. Okay, let's drop all the inventory. Start here. Saltpeter. Should I do that for here? It comes from animals, so let's go put it in this one because this is where the black powder is. Okay, let's do that. Slates of growth. I still got to do Anubis. Straw, grease. That could be world drops. And then all this other stuff. Chemicals as well. Cloud storage. Keep this for the NPCs and yeah, NPC stuff. Okay, that stuff I still keep in this chest over here. Okay. Good. Alright, and then I need to put Anubis somewhere. You know, he can go right up here. Oh, free place, I guess. Good. Good. Yeah, because I don't think he'll be able to walk off of that. Alright, and then I think he's still in my inventory. Yep. Good. Now I know where he is all the time. And he won't be yawning in my ear because he won't be next to my base. Slates of growth. Mana. Sweet. Yes, 1181 mana. Let's go. That's decent. Now I can just spam attacks. And I think now that I have 15 in that and 8 in the... much do I actually have? I may start doing health next because my health is pretty crap. Oh, 8 and 18, so I have 4 more boosts available. I may reset and go move max mana down a point or two so I can have at least 4 or 5 for max life, but we shall see. Okay. Now that my inventory's clear, oh, I gotta put my merchants over here, Kevin over here. Now my inventory's clear. Let's go do some dungeons and some other fun stuff. Oh, first off, let me actually go do the Prince Mono thing that I was thinking about. He spawns on the Island of Resonance pretty well. So let's go. Let's go to this one, Island level 3, because then he'll be a little bit higher level, so I won't kill him in one hit on accident. I'm gonna go to catch him. And I'm pretty sure the Prince Mono does not require chain bolts because it's not considered a boss. It's like a rare form of a regular monster, I guess you could say. So I shouldn't have to use them. Plus I know that you can breed them, so I'm pretty sure they're not a boss. So Prince Monos look exactly like regular Monos. They just have like a little crown on them. And they'll say Prince Mono, obviously. They usually spawn over right here where there's like a group of these guys. I don't know the parameters of how they spawn, but I know it's something to do with like when there's a group of them close by together, they like form up somehow. I don't remember exactly how to get it to happen, or if it's just like a rare chance. I'm not sure, because they said E7 or F7 somewhere in here is where he spawns. So maybe it wasn't that group. Maybe it was a different one. Yeah, see, he's right there. See how he just called people? He just did that little like, ah, shit, he turned into a king mono. That's what you gotta prevent him from doing. So I think what I have to do is learn the time stop spell to make this a little easier. Run up and just hit him with like a time stop thing. You know, let me just kill this guy, screw it. Oh, come on. Come on. Stop stun locking. Eh. Alright, you guys are probably going to watch me struggle here for the next little bit on trying to capture Prince Mono. But that's all a part of the game. Because you got to be able to get him to stop from forming up into a King Mono. Okay, so I think Prince Monos just spawn. You don't have to force them to do anything. You just have to prevent them from becoming the King Mono. Okay, let's see if he's there again. If anything, I can probably make one of those teleporting pads nearby. And then just teleport islands to get him to spawn. Because he's not a field boss, so I can't do the scroll trick. So let's go ahead and just make this island. Ooh, dodge that, grab this. Just build this up here. Oh, nice. Let's get rid of this tree. Okay. Do these. Do my traditional, anytime I make like a little platform for teleporting islands, I always do this like little T-shape. Because then I put like the teleporting circle here and then the big thing right here. I don't know why I do that, just do. Oops. Shoot, I don't know where that placed. Whatever, don't matter. There we go. Looks nice. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to base real quick and grab a couple of those teleporting pads, and then come back and place one, and then I may also do this on another Island of Residence, and that way I can just hop back and forth and give myself more chances of getting one of those Prince Monos. Okay, and what I mean is these things right here, teleport bed. So I need heated minerals and elemental dust, which I don't have that many heated minerals left, so screw it. I use my last 5. I can always go back to the Hell Island and get more if I need. And elemental ingots. Let's grab those. Workbench. Right there. And if anybody here has watched my previous streams, you guys know about the farm I have for my heated minerals, so I can just go get the... Within like 10 minutes, I could probably get enough for a bunch. Oh, now you're gonna do that? Okay. So, residence. Okay. Okay, activate. Ooh, he is teleporting on me. Come on. Where's my Prince Mono? Screw you guys. Yeah, I'm not sure if they just like fuse together like the King Mono does, or if they if it just spawns. So who knows? Okay, I will kill these guys as well before I teleport back, just to force respawn them. Okay. It's a higher level mono, or 24. I don't see any yet. Alright. I'll do this. Okay, you know what? I have to actually go back to base. Go grab my 3 pet green monos so I can go get the heated minerals really quick. And by really quick, not that fast. Should probably place more sprinklers in that building thing. Grab those. Oh, also, now that I have all my water, I don't need this anymore. Because the only thing you need water for itself is to make more of these planters, which I don't need. This mass, which I don't need. Make paper, make clay. Clay you can get out of the dungeon, the abandoned mine. And then it's just for other... I mean, not very many things besides stuff I already have. So, if anything, I can just keep this running for a little bit longer until I maybe have like 100 water, and then I'll be set forever. Or I can just take these and just do that, and then as soon as this is done I can just take this all down, because there'll be a bunch more buckets of water in here for myself, because I do still need buckets of water for my one spell, which that was really stupid to do all those because I just wasted all that. I didn't think for a second. Okay, I gotta let that run and build back up so I can use that spell again. This I am gonna keep probably for a while until I don't know how many potions is enough, you know? Keep that going for a while. This I may relocate, because now that I don't need to do the crops anymore, I may set up a money farm with the peaches just to show you guys how it's done. Yeah, it's not really that complicated. Plus this is making me enough money, so shouldn't be a big deal. Yeah, I'm already back up to 43 million, jeez. I know there's people that play this game that are probably like, oh, that's nothing, but that's more than enough. Yeah, I am really not sure what's going on with this, why this is not working anymore. So I'm gonna do... Just gonna see if they fall down after a second and get absorbed. Which I don't think they do. Not sure. Oh, this is nice and full now again, so I don't need coconut for anything really. I'm just gonna offer all these things up just to save space because I don't really need them right now. But I don't want to just delete this whole automation for nothing. Now, if anything, if I get to the point where I absolutely don't need any more logs, what I can do is just take this rotating saw away, and just leave the trees where they are because they look nice. Especially this building. It took me a while, so yeah, I can just take the rotating saw out and probably just stop the green monos because I won't need them anymore. Yeah, for some reason these eggs are just being bothersome, so I'm just gonna leave them alone for now and see if they work themselves out. Who knows? Oh, also, I don't know why I put this archway here, but I'll leave it. Okay, water. I need buckets. How many do I have? 16? That should be fine. That's 8 uses. What did I come back here for? Oh yeah, green monos. Oh, the pet ones, not the regular ones. Storm retrieve. There we go. Okay. Off to get heated mineral. I'm gonna keep a bunch of this with me, so that way I can just make it on the go. Okay, yeah, because I have a workbench on me, so that's good. Alright, let's try here again just to make sure. And then if not, I'll just go to another island of residence and go from there. Alright. And I do see him. So my best bet is probably from distance. Go ahead and make a bow and just shoot all the other monos that are nearby him. That way he can't form up into a king mono, and then I could just run over there, weaken him a little bit, and then I have freaking almost no... What am I missing for a branch? Oh, stone. This is why keeping basic materials is important, because now I have to go and get stone, and he could possibly spot me. Okay. Horsies. Can't get enough of this stuff. I don't know why the rocks make an exploding sound when I hit them. Craft. Yeah, you need a workbench to make a bow. Okay. Take that. Let me make more than 10. So let's just do 20, screw it. Okay, let's see if this works. There is arrow drop, so this may take a few shots. Nice. I really don't want to hit the prince because I don't want to have to do all this again. I don't really know what my plan is for actually catching him, so let me go ahead and unequip all my stuff. And then what I'll do is... Oops, shoot, wrong one. I will just run up closer and use the ice beam skill, because at this level, he should be able to take it for like a half a second. And then that should lower his health enough. Yeah, see how, like, if I just touch him with it and then not kill him, I should be good. That should have freaking hit him. Monos are probably the easiest thing to get headshots with because they're damn near all forehead, so. Yeah, as you can see, I didn't even... Now, I don't know how many monos it takes for him to form into a king mono, so I'm just going to blast all of them and then run up and... See, they're already respawning. I gotta go faster. Okay, that should be fine. Hit this. For another second. Come on, Prince Mono. Don't jerk me around. I don't want to accidentally activate his, a critical hit either. Okay, and it put him in the purple, so if he pops out, that's perfect. Oh, let's go. Not bad, not bad. Whew, that was a little nerve-wracking. I was scared for a second that he would like these ones that were respawning, he would just like pull them in and become a king mono and I have to do it all over again. Awesome, success. Let's go. Also, there's an abandoned mine right here. All right, that's all I really wanted because now I can go back to base and just breed him up and kill him with my either a skill or my hands. I can't let him drown. That doesn't count as a kill unless you're the last thing that hit him before they go in the water. Then that counts as a kill. That's actually how you can how do I phrase this? You can like farm Anubis with this one setup. There's a couple people on YouTube that have this cool setup for like you launch from a cannon into a wall and it like hits the thing on the other side of the wall into the water. So you just have Anubis like breeding on this side, and then you just jump into a cannon, and it blasts you into the wall, and it like hits him just hard enough to knock him in the water, and then you get the kill as it counts it as a kill for you, so you get experience for it. Because anytime like these things are dying in the water, I'm not getting experience. It's not technically counting as my kill. So, but what I need to do is it's called a pro gamer move. Okay. That. Now let's do one more floor. I'm gonna delete that stone floor though. So I can do this. I'm basically making a kill box so I can kill them with magic easier. But I only need to kill 10 of them, so it's not like this has to be that big. And this will finish up that monster killing mission. Alright, let's be smart about this. Let's place floors. Oh my fucking god, get out of here. Sometimes. Okay. I'll take that away. And then basically just do the exact same thing. Put the dash pads here. Make sure you square them up so you know they're straight. Now, I don't know if it's going to launch it in the air, like blast it really high, but I can always place more walls. Dude, press against the wall. Holy crap. So apparently, like when you climb walls, like the basics of it is when you jump and then press forward, you're supposed to latch onto the wall. So I don't know why for a second he was just like freaking not doing that. It's so annoying. And then sometimes he just jumps clean over it. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Excuse me. I love how I said this doesn't have to be that big and it's fucking huge. Okay. All this just to kill one fucking thing. Alright, that should be good. Let's put one more dash pad on here just to be safe. Oh, wrong way. Good. And like before, all you have to do is place it on the left side and you're set to go. Level 24, yeah, that should be fine. Boom. Easy peasy. Now I just gotta let him spawn 10 of those things and kill all 10 of them, and then I'm done with them. Although he's good to have because when he's level 90 or above, he drops some really good enchantments. So, oh shit, he came out fast. Oh, and there he goes. Let's grab. Oh shit, this is fuck. Oh fuck. Fuck. Sometimes the dash pads are not your friends. Fuck. Okay, here, let me place it from this side. Let me just not have the dash pad on the slope part. Jesus. Well, you know what? Here, let me catch this one. Or you know what? I can just can just do this. Yeah. Oh, I missed. Come on, 3, 2, 1. Don't die, don't die. Oh, you dick. Could have got that kill. Alright, it's fine. There should be at least 1 or 2 over here somewhere. Oh, you know why I'm not freaking gliding? I don't have my glider attached. No wonder that's why. Okay. Alright, there we go. Once there's a bunch in here, I'll just come over here and slam them with some magic, and that'll be done. That's all it took. No big deal. And while I'm waiting, let's do some building. Why not? Let's do this. I may make that all glass. Let's keep that over. Now, an easier way I could have just done this is, wow, I don't know how I didn't think of this. I could have just made a little box right here. Like, made this little area and just took one of these stone floors away. So, once again, I like to overcomplicate things for no freaking reason, but sometimes the easiest plan is the best plan. Okay, let's do this. All that'll be the aquarium. This, that. Okay. Let's go ahead and go check. Oh, how'd you get it here? Oh, he probably got stuck. That's okay. Don't worry about that, buddy. I'll help you out. Oh, he's gonna hit the dash pad anyways. This is acting real funky. Hey, Prince Manos, how you doing? See ya. Okay, so at lower levels, they don't really drop the greatest enchantments, but level 90 above they do, so it's good to have them. Yeah, Hereditary Prince Mono. And I think 90 and above they do drop something else. So let's check what those do. Prince Mono, plus 10% magic attack, plus 10% critical damage rate, and 10% critic chance for magic. And that is very good. Hereditary. Yeah, Hereditary ain't shit. Just max life and critical damage rate for magic. That's not bad. Alright, and these are the last 2 I have to kill, so there we go. Awesome. Monster Hunter done. Let's get this guy out of here as well. Done with you for now. And then later on when I want to farm him, I can just get his level raised artificially. Okay, let's go ahead and put him away. Then we can go get some heated minerals, because I still want to get some, because I am going to need eventually more of those dash pads, or teleport pads. But let's go ahead and just go ahead and get rid of all this crap, because I don't need this anymore. Yeah, I know I'm hungry. Gosh. Okay, there we go. Oh, they dropped Amber. Oh, that's right, they do drop Amber. Oh, damn, they dropped Prince Mono Amber. Let's go. That's fucking great. So, the reason that's really good for magic users is Dark Rosaries, bro. So, the Dark Rosary is by far the best accessory for magic users. Just because it gives you a base 250 magic attack, that's so much just for the flat amount. And then you add on the 4 enchantments for it. You can have just the most ridiculous upgrade to your magic attack just by having 2 of these that are really well enchanted. So one of the enchantments that people say you should put on there is the Prince Mono, because it has such great stats for magic users. It's one of the better things you could put on there. So, but it is quite hard, because like just to even get 5 of these patch cross, you need 50 of these things, the fragments, which drop from the sandworm guy. So it just involves a lot of farming. So, like everything else in this game, a lot of farming, especially the bosses. That'll probably be one of my goals for one of my next streams, is finding a good spot to get the sandworm. I do got to look up whether or not he spawns on lower level islands, because I do have a sand island unlocked, but he wasn't there. So even when I did the 4 spawn with the Anubis scrolls. He still didn't show up. It said the dragon, but not him. So, oop, actually, I do need that one there. You know, I'm gonna place it a little closer over here, just so they don't get super launched right at the end. And that should be good for the gators or crocodiles. Okay. Food, some tacos, mission claim, cloud storage +2. Let's go. Okay. Yeah. So I literally have 5 missions left now. So I have the lumberjack, which is just cutting down 1,000 logs. Or 1,000 trees. Miner, same thing, 1,000 stones. It could be any stones. These ones are unlocked once I hit level 50, and then these will allow me to raise my max level from 50 to 60 as I complete the individual missions in here. And then I have to do the last 2 fish. And that's it. Those are all the missions. Okay. I'm liking the layout of my base a little better. This is still a little cramped, but it's fine. No big deal. Alright. Minerals. Heated minerals. Let's get my armor back on so I don't look stupid. Keep that stuff. I have my 3 Grimano pets. Alright, I'm ready. Let's go. Okay, and if anybody who hasn't watched the stream before, heated minerals, they drop on Island of Hell. So there's a way to kind of set up an automation for it. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good. Oh yeah, I was gonna make more sprinklers, but I think... Shit, is this not the island? Oh, I think I did it on the level 7 island. Yeah, I did. Oops. Yeah, it's this one. There we go. Perfect. So it looks a little crazy, but it's pretty simple. You basically just place a bunch of sprinklers inside a tube, and you throw green pet monos in there. And then they multiply a whole bunch, and then when they fall down into the lava and they die, they can produce the heated mineral, and they produce a pretty good amount, so you just gotta be up here for a little bit. Probably do this for 10-15 minutes, try to get like 50 closer to 100 or something like that. Also, when you're on Hell Islands, you need to make sure you bring Hell Resistance potions, or if you hold, if you're holding or wearing dragon armor, they give you Hell Resistance as well. Okay, sometimes I can't fucking throw, so it doesn't always work. But you basically try to get them stuck like here in the corner, and that didn't even work. I got closer that time. This is why I bring 3, because they have a cooldown for... There we go. Yeah, they have like a cooldown for how fast you can use them. There we go. And then if they're just kind of standing there, they'll eventually start moving, but you can entice them because they'll attack you. Like that. Because once you multiply a mono, even if it's your pet, if you multiply it with sprinkler water, they become wild again, so... Yeah, there we go. Now they're falling. And once they're in the lava, they will die pretty quick, because these are level 1 monos. And as they die, they will drop the heated minerals. This isn't perfect, like I said, but it's alright. It's not bad. And every once in a while, they do break those walls, because they do hit for 10 every single time they hit it. And then the walls have like 500 health, so they can break eventually. This is why I want to place more sprinklers. Not doing a bunch. Alright, come on. They're also not falling, so I don't know. Start throwing more. Get back here. You can also walk them off the edge if they're being annoying. There we go. Man, my bouncing is so bad. There we go. Yeah, and once you get like a decent amount, you just kind of walk down, and they'll try to follow you and attack you, so you can force them sort of to fall. But yeah, see, heated minerals. Oh, that's the other thing you got to remember. When you're on Hell Island, these damn lava geysers like to try to hit you. About every like 30 seconds one pops up, so just keep an eye out. But if you're more than 4 tiles high, then they can't reach you, so not too bad. So once I'm like up here, they can't reach me anymore. Shit. Unfortunately, I would place dash pads as well to help make that trip, but I don't think they can stay. Pretty sure they get set on fire. Yeah, they catch fire. Oh, yeah, it does. Okay. I got excited for a second. They take fire damage. They don't just set on fire. Okay. Come on, guys. Try to attack me. Obviously, keep an eye on your health so you don't burn to death. But it's not too bad, because if you do die, he'll just respawn like right here. So, oh, that was a cool view. See under the lava. Yeah, there's still a bunch in there. They just don't want to fall. I may have to like rearrange the flooring a little bit that's in there because I put a bunch of floors in there. Maybe I just placed too many. I don't know. They're getting stuck or something. All right, get in there. Shit. There you go. Join your friends. Nice. Okay. Sometimes they fall before they have a chance to multiply, so it's like kind of a wasted throw. So try to time it to where it's like right when the sprinklers are starting, that's when you're throwing. So that way they have the best chance to multiply and make a bunch of these guys. Because the more you make, the better. Because obviously you want a bunch to be being made and falling into the lava. So that's why I also made this pretty tall, because sometimes they reach up here, so you got to be careful not to make too many. Because they do try to stand on each other. Alright guys, come on. Get down here. Yeah, see, jeez. I should make a bunch fall. Hee. I love watching them get down. End up falling down here in the lava. And you can tell it's a heated mineral because it comes up as like a blue light, so. Yeah, I know it's roasting me. There we go. Alright, check here in a minute and see how many I got so far. Yeah, there's still a crap ton in here. Now, if anybody has a decent idea of how to get them to fall in the middle, except for maybe make them follow me. Oh, shit. Now they're coming. Maybe I should take away some of the floors. Let's do that. I just don't want to make the sprinklers fall and lose the sprinkler. Just grab this. Oh, I cannot look very well. Okay, that sound I think is them breaking something? No. Not sure. I don't know what that sound is. Sounds like boxes breaking or something like that. Come on. I don't know, but that shit is really annoying. Okay, 22, that's not as many as I wanted, but it's basically 5 heated mineral per teleport pad, so once I get 25, I guess that'll be enough. Because I can always do this off screen, now that you guys kind of have a general idea. But just to give you a closer look, I basically made galvanized floors, those quarter floors, and placed a bunch of sprinklers everywhere. So that way when they're in here, they're getting stuck, and then the sprinklers are forcing them to make a bunch more. Ooh, didn't realize that would happen. Okay. I think that should be enough for now. I am going to put that one wall back because I don't want them to get out. There we go. Alright, that should be good enough for now. I think I have more than 25. Yeah, I have 26. Good enough. This is also the island where you would kill Anubis for his sin potions. And sin potions are used to make bosses and stuff drop their best loot more often. So you would use that to farm him. Residence, already got that. Yeah, let's head back to home base so I can drop off the stuff. And let me check my notes to see what else I wanted to do. So I got the Prince Mono, got that. Farm 1190 fishing. Oh yeah, I want to do the fishing too. So I gotta go to a cherry blossom island and find a swarm of fish. And you know what? I can just keep those on me because I have the room for them for right now. These things. Let's make some of those now. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Let's just do all 5. Let's grab some stone. And let's make a couple of teleport pad things. Oh, I need copper. That's right. Uh-oh. Almost out of copper. But that's okay. Copper is like the most useless out of all the ores. Well, I wouldn't say useless. Probably gold is, but I use copper pretty not often. That's probably the most backwards way to say that. Okay, logs. Probably should have switched these around and put the world drops on the left side, but whatever. This is why I have a log farm. How are these eggs looking? Oh, better than they were. It's fine. 2 is better than 30, so. Okay, take that, do this. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, while those are going, I also have to make some fishing nets. Close to the bottom, I think, yeah. Straw and iron. I also have, damn, I should have grabbed straw when I was in here. It's fine. Two of those, fishing nets, that, flooring. Gotta make sure I have enough flooring as well, so let's make some wood. 30. Alright, that should be good. Let's heal myself before I forget. Tacos. Tacos are good in every game. Real life and video games. Okay. Let's see if these things still move. Yay, they still turn. That's cool. So I placed these relics on the item stands, and then I placed here, I'll show you. You can place these things. They're called targeters. If you put them on like opposite corners on them, the targeters turn things to try to face you. So if you like stand at a certain spot, they'll like both work against each other and just keep turning. And that's why these things look like they're moving. I don't know how I figured that out, but I did, and it works. There we go. Just a cool little display trick. Okay, now that I have teleport pads, altars, floors, fishing nets. Okay, cherry blossom tree island right above me. It's beautiful. Yeah, that's fine. Let's do that one. It's the only one I really that I have open. Oh, and then sorry if anybody's saying anything in chat. I have not been looking. Oh, my phone is on 8%. Oof. There we go. All right. Oh, that's right. I was using this island to farm the lower level Reaper boss, so jeez, I keep getting Island of Valley. I don't know, but what I can do is Go out to the ocean. Take it right. Should have made a helicopter for this part. But I have my dragon, so it's not that big a deal. But basically, I just need to go out to the water and look for those schools of fish. And then build a setup for the fish as well, like I did in the other islands. And with your render distance up enough, you can kind of see them from pretty far away, so... What is my render distance at? Let's crank it all the way up. Okay, I can't see crap. So they're not super far out. You don't have to go like ridiculously far. They usually are about where this like sandbar looking thing is. So if you can't see them, just keep looking. May not always find them everywhere, but once you see them, you'll know. It's not one of those things where you have to get real close. That's not these ones. These are just like regular ones. I do like the music on this island. It's pretty nice. Although the bass kicks sound like somebody's knocking on my door. I literally watched somebody find a school of fish here, so I know they exist on this island. But see how you can see the the white bubbles pretty easy? You can see the schools of fish pretty easy too, so I don't know why I can't find any. Might have to land my dragon soon. I'm already down to 1 stamina bar. But I have traveled around like a quarter of the island, so. Kind of scope out the rest of the island. Okay, nothing yet. Alright, I'm almost out of stand. Let's go. I don't think they insta-get it yet back. Yeah, you gotta let them rest for a second. Yep. Okay, come on, buddy. I think they automatically follow you. And then they'll teleport to you if you get too far away. Alright, where are you at, schools of fish? Okay, that's weird. I still don't see any. Alright, keep looking though. Can't give up. I need those fish. Oh, okay, if you need to place a floor under you, you can just fall onto it. There you go. Save yourself instead of falling all the way down. And then you can just leave the floor. They're not that important. Holy shit, that scared me. There we go. Okay, come on, schools of fish. I know you exist on this island. Maybe get a little bit lower. Well, that shouldn't matter. I see them. Yes. Okay, see right there? Probably won't be able to tag them because I'm on my dragon, but it's like right where my cursor is. You can... Oh, alright, yeah, that's sun... Okay, now I can see how I could have missed it because of the sunshine on the other side of the island, but... When you look... Did they disappear? No, they're still right there. Okay, never mind. They are kind of hard to see. Yeah, that's it. They're right there. Okay, jump off. You don't take damage from landing in water, so not a big deal. Okay, let's get my floors down. Those are good. Fishing nets. This. Okay. Yeah, either the bass is sounding like it from the game music sounds like somebody's kicking something, or it's my upstairs neighbor being an asshole again. Which honestly could be both. Okay, let's do this. So these fishing nets, you have to face them at the fish, obviously. And then you can cast twice. And the first fish I get are sunfish. Let's fucking go. Damn, bro. I should have been doing this earlier. Okay, so you do have to fish on different islands to get a better chance. I got 2 right off the bat. Alright, let's go. Alright, let's do... Here seems about metal. Summoning Jutsu. Alright, and then these things, make sure the big arrow is facing away from where you want to face. That made no sense. Face it away from the direction you want to face. So when I come back this way, I'll be facing this way. Make sure you activate them. But this basically just takes over the spawning point of the island. So Reaper is at... I have to rename the island so I know where the Reaper is going to spawn at, and it respawns here. C4. Just so I know it's also there. Okay. Probably should put fishing as the first thing. Oh, I'm out of space. Fish. And Reaper. Okay. There we go. Okay, so now I have this spot for fishing, this spot for fishing, and this spot for fishing. And the only fish that I do still need is the Paraiba. I think I'm saying that right. I could be wrong. Yeah, I may just end up giving that a quick Google on where everybody else found that one. Okay, so I think I mainly got the things I wrote down that I wanted to get done. Yeah, those missions. Make the roofs, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that was basically most of the stuff I wanted to get done. So now I can just go ahead and do some dungeon running. Finish up the level 4 islands for all the dungeons, and then move on to level 5 and so on and so forth. Now you don't have to do it the same way I'm doing. I just like to make sure that I'm not missing anything, so I take it island by island. So like with the island of beginning, and then once I open these 3, I finish all the dungeons on these 3 islands, find the important ones, and then I move on to these ones, then these ones, then these ones, and then so on, so on, so on, so on, so on. The only reason I have these ones up top unlocked is because I couldn't find this island at all, so I just said, screw it, I'll start unlocking level 7s until I do, because I needed something specific, but... And level 4. This is also technically the island that Fafnir would spawn on. He spawns on the big bridge right there, but I think he only spawns in level 4 or higher, or 5 or higher, not 4. But I can tell if the paladins are spawning here, then he will as well. But there's no dude in a silver suit of armor right here, so he does not spawn on this island. No big deal. I will show you that once I do unlock a island of bridge on the next level, because he's one of the better bosses to fight. He's one of the harder ones. Okay, abandoned mine. Let's get some bauxite and... I don't think I really need rare metal, so I'll be good for just getting bauxite right now. Okay. Bauxite, bauxite, bauxite. Oh, no bauxite. Gotta keep a better eye on my stamina, I always run out. It's really important during fights because you can't do anything besides do that weird limping walk. It's never good to run out. Especially since I have those stamina potions that I made a big deal about when I first started making them. It's like, these are the best potions in the game, and I never use them. Wow, there is like fucking no bauxite. nothing. Yeah, jeez, I am like getting the worst luck with having bauxite. Well, I'm almost at 400 stones broken, so not even halfway there yet. Yeah. Damn, that was a really bad one. 32. Sheesh. That was 8 rocks. That's not much. Ancient Golem, pretty weak. I also gotta remember not to just rush into the fight, because I was not prepared. If this was an actual hard boss, I'd be screwed right now. But Ancient Golem is like the easiest, in my opinion. And then like Tyrant Snake and then Floor. All the older bosses are pretty simple. Okay. Pop this. I also gotta remember to actually put this one skill back on my hotbar. This one. Okay. There we go. There we go. I don't even think I need all my buffs, honestly. Haha. Dodged it. Yeah, he's pretty easy. And I don't really need his stuff that he drops, but the only thing I do need technically is the high grade refining. But might as well hold on to that stuff. Honestly, I think I won't need Slates of Growth much more. I'm almost at the max of 30. And I won't really have to do as many dungeon runs, you know? I'll basically just look for the ones that I want to farm for the bosses. And then just mainly not really worry about the other ones. Okay. So I think this part of the island only has that one dungeon, so I can probably move on to the other ones. Yeah, I think that was all for this side. Because then there's a bigger section over there. Yep. Oof. Damn, I should have drank a stamina potion before I jumped. It's alright. I made it. Bright herbs. I forget what they're for exactly, but they have a purpose, I guess. Oop, a stamina potion before I go to the other side. There we go. I don't think there's one in the middle here, no. No, there is a chest though, but scratch it. When you're climbing, I don't suggest doing the double jump because you don't get much more height and you use a lot more stamina. So it's better to just do single jumps. Kind of. Wow. Fire Spirit, Punishing Sturgeon. Let me read. Fire Spirit is great for magic attack and Punishing is good for attack. So can't really do much with that. I just thought it was. I always end up with like stuff that I can't use the enchantments on. They end up on like fish or. I mean, I could probably cut that into scales and then probably use the scales for something, but if the enchanting chance is low, then I could lose the materials and then not get the enchantments I want. But that's just part of the game. Dude, where the hell are all the dungeons on this island? Did I miss one? I did. Oh yeah, it's right here. Duh. Another abandoned mine, jeez. I guess it's good for bauxite. Nope. Not over there. Not anything over here. Man, these are pretty abysmal amounts of bauxite. Oh shit, okay. Whew. Thank God I still had that little bit. I didn't want to have to teleport back to the beginning of the dungeon. Hey, put me right next to some bauxite. That's nice. There we go. So if you're wondering why I always go through a bunch of hunger, is because of this move right here, the air dash. It uses 5% of your hunger every time you use it. Alright, I think that's most of the bauxite. Probably rush out of here. Oh, there we go, get somewhere. Alright, that should be it. What is it? Another freaking ancient golem? Oh, okay, well it's either the ancient golem, the tyrant snake. I think those are it. And I don't really have many options for the abandoned mine. You know what? Maybe I'll take this as my picture for the thumbnail. Wait, I want to do a spell while I'm doing it. You know, I'll just do the the power-up spell for the mage staff. Oh, shit. Can't tell how close I am to death, so make this fast. That was actually really cool. Okay, even if I die, that's fine. Okay, that's good. Oh yeah, I still have a little bit of health. This guy should go down pretty quick. Yeah. I always try to take unique screenshots for the thumbnail for the videos. we go. Another dungeon down. Let's grab this bauxite over here. And whoever's watching, if you're wondering why I'm grabbing as much bauxite as I can and nothing else, is bauxite turns into aluminium, which is used for the chain bolts, which is used to capture bosses. And bauxite is like the hardest material to get for those chain bolts, so I always just run and grab that. Okay. Sauerkraut, okay. I don't need too much food. Eggs, this, offer, okay. And then I think this part is full too, so let's get rid of this. Yeah, it's just all this. Snow Fairy's pickaxe. Excuse me. Okay, offer, there we go. And since, of course, it's been a while again since I've checked my picture book, let's avoid this bear. I want to check my picture book and see where my stats are at again. Now that I've offered up a bunch of stuff since last time. Okay. Picture book. Go down to the details, bottom right. Hey, not bad. Plus almost 20 attack. 7 magic attack, 2 life. I mean, they're still pretty small numbers, but hey, it's better than nothing. It's better than literally just deleting the items and not getting any use out of them. And then welcome anybody new to the stream. If you're new to Craftopia or a vet, leave a comment if you have any questions or anything. Right now I'm just going and running dungeons on my level 4 islands. I only have 2 left to complete all the level 4 islands, then I can move on to level 5 and start stepping up the boss levels and loot levels and all that stuff. So I just want to get these done real quick. I believe there's at least one over here somewhere. Oh, maybe not that way, but somewhere. Let me not die. Yeah, I think it's at the top of this ridge up here. There we go. Of course, I'm out of stamina, like always. Wow, that's a really bad camera shake. Okay, yeah, island to dungeon, that's fine. I can get one of like 10 different bosses in here. So let's see what's in here. Also, and if you've never played or you're new to Craftopia, anytime you come into an island of dungeon, there's... Oh shit, didn't mean to do that. There's 2 secret walls in these dungeons. One in the beginning, one at the end. And this is my pet dragon, but didn't mean to pull him out. Go. Sprint dodge rolling is like the fastest way to move by foot. So I like popping the stamina potions and just doing those a little bit. Because once you pop the stamina potion, you don't lose stamina for like 10 seconds. So you can get pretty far without losing any stamina, which is nice. Basically like fast travel. And the stamina potions are pretty easy to make, so why not? King Mono. Probably I hate this guy the most to fight. He just has such cheap attacks. They can stun lock you and annoy the crap out of you. So I usually try to just get in there with all my buffs active and then just immediately find wherever he's at. His first move is usually the one where he slams the ground. That one where he just did that, and it causes a shockwave. But because he's almost always spawned over here to the side, and when you spawn in, you're facing this way, you don't see it coming. So he knocks you on your ass, and then he just spams his attacks that stun lock you. So those are always fun to fight. Especially once you get to boss rush. There's one of the dungeons about halfway through. There's 2 of them that you have to deal with, so you got to be really strong and be able to kill him right away. Oh, I thought that was the Paraiba. I almost got so happy. Yeah, I think I'll just have to look up where to find that last fish. Okay, come in here. Boom. Yeah, not that good. See ya, sucker. Okay, oops. I don't remember if this island only has 2, 3 dungeons or not, but you know what? It's not really worth it to look. Because once again, the real reason I was doing the dungeons was for the slates of growth, but I'm almost at the max anyways, so it's not super important. Plus, I have access to almost all the bosses on this level anyways. Ones I need. So let's get out of here. Okay. Cool. Name this bridge. Let's keep it Big Bridge. Keep its dignity. Big Bridge with a plus. Dunzo. Alright, Archipelago. I really hope I'm saying that right. Come on. Load for me. There we go. Oh, yes. First dungeon is always right here. And I can tell, it looks like a face with glowing red eyes. That means it's a mini dungeon, or a mini game dungeon, not a boss dungeon. So they're usually pretty fun. They're really fun when you're playing multiplayer and you have a bunch of people running the dungeon with you. It can get a little hectic. Because I'm pretty sure even on Xbox you can have up to like 8 people or more on a server at once. Pull the pin, beginner. Wow. A beginner one on island level 4, huh? Okay, this will be super fucking easy then. If you could hit the pin with the arrows to get all the gemstones, Krail the god may improve, blah blah blah. You never actually found out who that Krail god is. Just part of the lore, I guess. Yeah, these ones are like insanely easy, so that's it. They probably could have upped the difficulty on these ones. Oh, I spoke a little too soon. Goddamn. Alright. So once again, super easy. I'm going to leave this second one. I'm going to pull this one right away. Because you don't need it. Let them come down here. Pull this one, because that'll force them into that lava. And then once I pull that very top one, I'm going to wait till they get all the way down. We're going to come all the way down to this corner. Then I'll pull this one. Because if I pulled it too soon, we got to wait till they all stop moving. They would touch the lava. Ooh, that was close. Okay, now this is a good time to pull this one. And pull this one. There you go. And that's that. Now, if they did touch the lava, you could reset the puzzle and try again. You just have to hit that little switch right there. Okay. Sauerkraut. Eat that. Sauerkraut. I love that it's its own dish and not that it's like something with sauerkraut on it. But it's just a jar of sauerkraut. Yummy. Okay. Where do I go next? Let me check up here again. Ooh, nice view. There might be one there behind that rock. I'll check that when I come back around. Because I know for a fact there's one in this rock. Let's let my stamina come back though. Parkour. My favorite thing to do. Oh. I almost didn't make it. That would have been bad. Okay. Dungeon map. Turn around. Grab this. Nope, I'm gonna keep that. That's actually decent. It's the 3rd level. That might actually be stronger than the mask I'm wearing. Maybe. Maybe not. Yeah, never mind. It's fine. Because if I go like this, my magic goes from 1370 to... yeah, it's not as good. Okay. That's why Fire Spirit really is a fucking strong-ass enchantment, because that plus 20% magic attack is very high. But this I can keep for later. You know, I never use this move anymore. Like just a regular basic attack. I might as well start using it. It's pretty strong now. Dum dum bum 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 bum. That was it. Don't even bother picking it up. King Mono again, of course. Okay. This. Food. This. Backwater. Get ready to get fucked. See? He does it so quick, so even if you know it's coming, it's hard to dodge. Alright, got him. I was lucky, though. Yeah, they always love to spawn, like, right behind you. Give them the old doke surprise, motherfucker. Alright, okay. Get this one. I think there's... like 2 more on this island, if I'm not mistaken. See, this thing looks like a Paraiba, the Piraku, whatever, however you say that. Blue turtle, huh? Oh, need this. They're stupid. Oh, also, you know what else I need when I'm out? I need more of these. Obsidian. It's like these purple ones. I can just buy them from my merchants, though, that I have set up. But I need more so I can make more diamond chests for back home. Just now remembering. And here is a Royal 2. Sweet. So I don't technically need anything out of here already because I already have 2 different Royal Tombs located that have both the griffin and the lizard gunner. I think those are the only two that can spawn inside the royal tomb anyways. Yeah. Thought I slept well last night. Guess not. Come on. Oh, I don't have my weapon attached. No wonder. Why didn't that kill those guys? There we go. See ya, sucker. Alright. Werewolves chase, so you can just do the bubble thing. So get their attention. And just kind of stand here. I can't even reach you. There's gonna be some kind of golem in here, and then it'll be the final boss. Golems are so easy to kill because the ice mine hits all their weak spots all at once, so it does a lot of damage. Alright, and after I've cleared the dungeons on this one, I'm really hoping that when I open the level 5 islands that I get the location for the sandworm boss so I can start trying to get the blueprints from him. And then also farm a bunch of his materials. Because his materials are very, very good for making strong stuff, basically. His enchantments are awesome. I am lucky I didn't go in. Okay, gunner. Because I was not buffed yet. This. Excuse me. This. I don't think I have enough buckets to do this anymore. Oh. Get closer, get closer, get closer, get closer. This thing does have a limit on distance. Ah, come on. Just trying to get it to... Yeah, I knew that was my last one. Oh, really? Here. Just take a regular shot of my... There we go. Yeah, so I already have a lizard gunner located, so I don't really need to worry about that. He also drops gunpowder most of the time you kill him, so if you, instead of doing that whole pet giraffe poop farm situation, which is technically the easiest way to do it, you could just farm this guy 50 times. Or his higher levels drop multiple gunpowder, so you don't have to do it 50 times, you can just do it like 20 or something like that. Alright, I guess I can't pick up any of these. Low ether baseball bat. Okay, those are good to get rid of. Can also get rid of this and this. I'm not going to use the hat for anything, so don't need it. Okay. All right. All right, that's 3. There should be 1 somewhere over here, I think. Okay. Just need to get my stamina back. Let's climb up all the way. Come on. There we go. Ooh, there's that archer again, trying to get me. Stamina, suck my dick. Okay. Oh yeah, there is one over here. That is a... Oh, Wrong button. That's a mini game one. Sweet. Hopefully I can see it from here. I can't see another dungeon. Not sure what it would be. Okay. Alright, which one is this? Trying my luck. What does that mean? Hard? Easy? Ball kicking trial. Okay. Last few of these ones I've gotten has been pretty straightforward. It's like you just kick it straight, so this one should be harder. Sweet. I like this one. So it's like a basically like a mini obstacle course for the ball to get down to the hole down there. There's also a chest that you can get to. I don't need the hot dog. Okay, so you can either use a sword, you can use a pickaxe. I try to get it to where it's... Alright, it's about where I want it. Try not to hit it too hard. Come on, give me the luck, give me the luck. Oh, I was off by a little bit, damn, okay. Yeah, that's basically all you gotta do. Just hit it and hopefully you get lucky. Alright, you can also turn which way you hit it, so... The first time didn't really work. Sweet. No, don't fall out. That's some bull crap. That is bull crap. Oh well. But yeah, this is busy. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. Alright. I could also do a jump swing and it'll hit it harder. You could go farther. Come on. Get lucky. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go. Sweet. That one has taken me, I've done that one before, and like, not this playthrough, but different ones. That took me a long time to get that one. So that's lucky that it only took like 3 or 4 tries. Okay. I'm out of material storage and food storage, so that means I'm probably gonna have to head back to base pretty quick. I don't need coins. But I will keep, you know what, I'll keep all these big bags because they actually are, this one's 100,000 if I sell it, this one's 250,000, this is 300,000, so worth it to sell. I can get rid of these. I don't need venom. Okay, there we go. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, there's one left on this island or none at all, so hopefully I do find it so that way I can just call it. This will be, because this will be the last dungeon for level 4 islands. And then I can move on to level 5, but who's to say I find this one? Oh, that's right. This is the tunnel that goes under the mountain. There isn't one. Isn't a dungeon in there. Oh, what's up, Goblin Bard? He looks cool. Look at his face. Kind of like the mask from. Oh God, I'm gonna have the Crash Bandicoot. Had like those tiki masks. All right, band of mine. I am gonna run through this thing. Just pick up bauxite, dip out. So another quick tip: if you're on a bridge in the abandoned mine, the blue is on the side of like where you're leaving from, and then red means you're coming into a new side. So if you get turned around for some reason, blah 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 blah, you come back and you're like, wait, have I been here? This means that this is the newer area behind you. See how once again it's blue on this side, red on the new side? It's kind of easy way, because this all looks the frickin' same to new people, so it definitely helps not to get lost by using that the trick of the colored stones. So blue is on the old side, red is on the new side. And it will eventually lead you to the end, so see? And I think this big ass red rocks just signify that you're at the end, and this is the boss part. So, once again, it could be the Tyrant Snake or Ancient Golem. Both of which are freaking easy, so no big deal. Although my health is pretty low. And he is level 71, so I still gotta be a little careful. Yeah. Take that. Sweet. Last level 4 island dungeon. Awesome. Cool. Now I can hopefully start getting bosses that are closer to level 90 sometimes. That'd be nice. Alright, Archipelago with the plus on it. I don't really find anything good for bosses on that one, so it doesn't get a special name. Alright, those are all the level 4 duns. And as I've been keeping track, I did find this one. This has the Executioner boss and the Griffin. This one has the Lizard Gunner, the Reaper. That's all I really need, so. The other one's not as important. The ones I'm still missing are Fafnir, which I think I'm going to start unlocking now on level Island 5s. And then Sandworm, which I think, because he spawns on this island, but when I went to this one and went to his exact spot and did the, I used the scrolls to force spawn him, it didn't say his name, it said the dragon, which was like across the map, which leads me to believe that sandworms only spawn on level 5 or higher, so we're about to find out. So I gotta go back to base, empty my stuff, and then I can grab all the things to open all the level 5, and we'll go from there. Sweet. Yeah, just like the way the base is starting to look now. And you know what? I may actually do the top 2 layers of glass over here as well, just kind of so it mirrors this side over there a little bit. It'll be a little bit taller, but still look cool. All right, so this should be a little easier now to go ahead and put everything away. Because if you've noticed as well, when I hit the sort button, the first things in the materials is usually like the animal drops, then it moves to the stones and irons and ores, then it goes to like the trees and sand and stuff, and then like coins, and then boss monster drops, and then NPC stuff. So that's sort of how I did my boxes, so that way it's just easier to come across and go, oh, except for the iron. And then trees, sand, straw. I think I said amber too. No, that's probably under monster drops. So yeah, so it's a little bit more organized than how I had it before. And then this. Now, if I run out of room in this box, which I definitely will, I will just move all this iron somewhere else and just keep this as the regular ore box. Because iron is like by far the most used thing in the game for like building and stuff. So I always just keep a ridiculous amount on me. Okay, this is my monster, or my boss drop zone, so that was just that one. Yep. This is food. Don't need these. Actually, I'm going to keep that trading dummy because I can set them up and make them look cool. Okay, fish. I'm just missing the Paraiba now, so hopefully I can get that because I got the sunfish finally. It literally took me one try on the Cherry Blossom Island. Okay, and then over here. That. Building materials. Oh. This cloud storage, PCs. Okay, bauxite I can just immediately turn into aluminium. I'm gonna go ahead and build another one of those so I can have 2 over here. Skilled, I need steel, charcoal, sandstone. So world drops, stone, charcoal, sand, steel. Here. I don't have a lot of steel. Oh yes I do. There's a bunch right here. There we go. See how much easier that is now? Skilled furnace. Turn. I actually might be able to fit 3. Okay, so it's right there on the light strip. Yeah, I just gotta squish them. Yeah. And I can put one more right there if I want. There we go. Let's return all those materials. Actually, you know what? Let's just do 3. Why not? Oh, it's 80 each. Oh, shit. Steel, charcoal, sand. I am out of charcoal. Sweet. What? Oh, I just had to click it one more time. Really? That's good. See, this one's got a gap now. This one doesn't. I guess because they squeezed on each other. Let me move that. Pick this up. Wait till these are done. Replace these so they don't so they look uniform. Let's grab this away. Okay. I also have enough points to do 2 upgrades on skill or stamina or mana. So I'm about to go do that in a second. As soon as this one's done. I'm just gonna have to wait to pick this one up so I can replace all of them. Let me put the hatter back down since I know they'll fit. And I'll wait for that. Okay. Let's talk to this guy. Yeah, I know, I'm yawning too. Oh, dang it. I said I was going to switch over to life. What am I doing? You know what? Reset. Yeah, it costs 100 grand. I don't care. Okay. Max stamina, I think I said it was 8. I'm going to go down to 7 for... No, you know what? Let's go 6 for stamina. Let's see what that is. Okay, a little bit over 2, that's fine. That's about where I want to be. Let's do 18. And then I can do 6. Well, I'll only be able to do 4 right now, but do 2 more, and then yeah, that'll be all the slates of growth I'll ever need. So, whew. Don't have to worry about those anymore. Okay, let's pick this up. All it took was doing about like I don't even know how many dungeons. I didn't really talk to Fergus that many times, but I did like almost every dungeon for these, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. It's a little bit over 22 islands worth of dungeons. Not bad. There's really not that many. Okay, let's pick this up. Rotate. Now when I place the other ones, I do want to leave that like baby hair gap. Actually, no, let's see if I can space that enough. Okay, can't fit it. So I gotta make a smaller gap. That one. That one. There you go. Another uniform. It's okay that they're not touching, it's fine. Whatever. Alright, let's take away these enchantments. Let's make some glass walls, so I need glass. These are world drops. I classify them as world drops just because they come from sand, which comes from rocks, so to me it's a world drop. Just make sure I'm not ever using this stuff, because this I need for my magic builds. So I'm going to move that there. Use that. I may actually make more glass. What kind of sand do I got on me? Oh, regular. Okay. Max. There we go. 88. Oh, it's 500 to make 100 glass. Okay. Furniture workbench. Max. Yeah, 100. There we go. Cool. And then I'll go ahead and place a few on the rim up here. And what else did I say I was going to do? Oh yeah, while I'm waiting on those to build, let's go ahead and unlock the next round of islands. And if I happen to unlock this, the sand island, the one that has the worm on it, I'll go fight him at least once or twice, just so I can show you guys what I'm looking for and how to fight him. Okay. Oh, bioethanol, that's right. Oh yeah, you know what? I may also do that this round. Since I have just the most ridiculous amount of wheat, I'm just gonna detach these craft connectors because they aren't freaking working anyways. So, and just do this part by hand, or well, just activate it by hand. And I do have other aging facilities, so let's do that. Did I or did I not? Oh, they're there. Let's go ahead and grab and put these two up there. Really? There we go. Okay, let's get some droppers made up as well. Okay, iron, charcoal, battery. That's fine. May need to make some more charcoal. That's easy because now I can just do this. There we go. Droppers, I just need 2. There we go. I think I don't have enough room for it though. Yes, I do. There we go. Good to go. Okay. And this is just so I can have a ridiculous amount of bioethanol, so that way I can unlock the rest of the maps. Because before, these were working. The craft connectors were having these produce them on their own. But for some reason, it just stopped working very well, so I wasn't making any. But that's okay. Because this should solve the problem. And I do explain on the stream that I made this whole setup. I explain exactly how everything works and why it works that way, so... If you want to know how to do this and automate your bioethanol, this is a way to do it. You just got to check it sometimes and make sure it's working. I also said I don't think I need this anymore. I do need the buckets of water, but I don't need the water themselves. Craft connectors. Now you gotta wait for it to finish for you to be able to pick it up. So this 48 will probably take a while. That's fine. No biggie. Grab those buckets so I can actually cast that one spell again. That 60 water will last me for however long I need. Okay, now that I have that, I need bioethanol. I'm pretty sure I have bio somewhere over here. Yeah. There we go. I am going to store a little bit just in case I need to make something out of it. Just keep that 54 in here. Grass walls. Okay. Yeah. Oh, actually, I don't even need too much bioethanol because it only takes 5, then 10, then 20. This is where it starts costing more. Level 7 islands cost 20 bioethanol, 20 cogs, and 50 logs. These only cost 5, 15, and 50, so not as expensive. Let's go. First island unlocked. Okay. Another empty island. Not really worth it. I mean, they're useful, but I already have a couple of empty ones, so it's starting to annoy me. And if you get 2 in a row, the same ones, it's kind of not great. You really want to have a variety of... Are you fucking kidding me right now? 3 of the same ones in a row? Come on. Damn, that's not going to give me... any open field bosses. So I didn't get... So open field bosses that spawn. So on this island, Griffin spawns in the open fields. This one spawns dragons. This one's the Hydra. So I can actually get that here. Actually, dragons spawn on this island too, so that's okay. So sandworm here, Fenrir, the ice wolf / dog or whatever you want to call it, Hydra, and then hopefully the dungeons on these islands make up for what's missing. And then another hell island, so that's not really that important. Okay, so like I said, let's go show you guys this one. I just want to dump everything back out of my chest. Sell those coins. Yeah, that inventory will sell for over 1 million, so that's great. Alright, world drops. So yeah, stone. Let's keep some logs in our inventory just in case. Put this stuff away. Glass is not that. Glass is in here. There we go. Nope, wrong one. Meant to do this and this. Okay, now aluminium. I can just put that over here. And I'm going to go ahead and not catch bosses until I start getting level 90 and above, because then I can just catch their best form and not have to waste chain bolts. Because say I went and caught bosses on these level islands, they would only be like levels 50s and 60 bosses. I want to get the ones that are over level 90, so starting at level 7 and above, I'll start catching it. It'd be kind of a waste to catch a weaker form of something. Oh yeah, let's get rid of this stuff. Oh yeah, because I'm wearing that. Let's keep that bow just in case I need it. Okay, sorry, I always forget to put stuff back away. Armor and weapons. Let's probably make this a diamond chest. Cool. Alright, now let's go. Fire and sandworm. Or fire and sand. Oh, sorry chat, was not looking. Wanna know something funny we've met before, like met in real life or met in the game? Demon Lord. Oh shit, those are skeletons. Okay, so the sandworm, he always spawns in the same spot. Somewhere down here-ish. So you can just fly over there, and if he's not there currently, you can force spawn him with the Anubis scrolls. And it should work. Right down in this kind of little open spot where my dragon's head is, that's usually where he spawns. Since he's not there, he may spawn as soon as I touch the ground, because obviously he's in the ground. He's kind of like the big worms from Tremors, the movie. They like burrow underground. So I usually like to set up a little teleport pad like right here. But yeah, this is like his little boss area. So let's pull out our scrolls, make sure our weapons on, buffs are up. This. Let's pop them up first. See, sand eater worm respawn more frequently. So we hear the boss music. So he's in the ground. As soon as I get down here, he's gonna start trying to pop up from the ground and kill me. So see the little ground stuff? This is the sandworm. See these little pimple things on his neck? Those are his weak points. There's one on each side. Well, there's actually 3 on each side, but you can't see the ones that are under the ground yet. As you damage him, he further brings his body out of the ground. So yeah, see how there's 3 on the side? When he goes face down like this, he starts shooting these balls that come after you. They like will literally follow you. Or sometimes they do. Yeah, you can dodge roll out of his attack. The third one comes a little faster, or the last one. So it's a little harder to dodge. I don't know why it's longer than 3 this time. There we go. And this is when you want to hit him, when his head is up. And if you're a mage user, that ice mine is the best move to use against him to hit his weak spots, because it hits both of them at the same time. So it's a good thing to... And when you break the weak spots on his neck, he drops items. So see how I just got blueprint of light rosary? That's how you get the blueprints. So you have to break his weak spots. So the light rosary is the attacking one. So see how he's coming further out of the ground now? So he's exposing his other weak spots. That's good. Technically his tail is also a weak spot, but that one does not drop anything. So this is why I'm not hitting him right now. I'm waiting for his head to come out so I can hit his neck. So just dodge roll these a few times. See how these red balls are like freaking following me now? There we go. Yeah, he loves doing this move, so... I mean, he's quite easy to dodge. You just shouldn't freaking stand on him. There we go. Ah, went too fast. If I had my attack ready, it would have been fine. Yeah. Like I said, I'm trying to get the blueprints for the rosary, so this is why I'm really trying to get him to... You know what? Oh, I can still hit him when he's underground. Never mind. Oh shit, didn't know that. It's good to know. Here we go. Here we go. And you can freeze him too. So that's always... Oh, and then you can hit him with this to specifically hit one of the spots. And he'll drop rare metal if you pop one of them. It's either the rare metal or the blueprints, so you'll mostly get the rare metal. Gotta remember to eat food and not do the heal spell, because eating food you insta heal. But he's almost dead anyway, so. Little bitch. Alright, boop. Should die. Let's see how it hit like all the weak points. That's good. Oh, nice. Let's go. I think I got both now. I just want to double check. Alright, where is he? Jerk. Oop, missed. Yeah, popping his like the weak points is so much harder with a non-mage build. I mean, you could probably do it with archery, but trying to do it with like sword users is so hard. All right, so let's do two things. Let's check those blueprints first. Oh yeah, I gotta activate them first. So I got two of the same one. So I got. Oh, it's just because it came on with a. I got an enchantment, so I just got the blueprint for just the light rosary. So once you've unlocked it, you can't technically unlock it anymore. See, like I'm trying to unlock it. So you can either save it for your friends, other players, or since I have two of them, I'm gonna see if I can offer it to the picture book. See if that'll work. Maybe get some skill points out of it. Hey, there we go. And if I go to the picture book, you can go to... it's under consumables, I'm pretty sure, because that's where it is in the... Yeah. Okay, so... Damn, it only gives me max life and... Well, actually, it gives me two things. It gives me max life and max mana, so that's not bad. Okay, cool. So now I have this thing, the upgraded version of the one I already had unlocked. So this is good for my attack build. So now I got to try to get the Dark Rosary, which drops in the exact same way, same monster, same everything. You just gotta get lucky. I think it's easier to get the Light Rosary than Dark Rosary, anyways. So, what am I looking for? Oh yeah, these things. Make sure you're healed up before you fight. Activate your buff. Actually, this I don't have to do buff it too bad because I'm really just trying to hit his critical spots and break them and not outright kill him. So let's go ahead and just not buff up. Just hit those a bunch. This was good too. Oh, this does not hit the critical spots. Never mind. Don't use that. Alright, so I broke two of his weak points. So yeah, you technically have 6 chances to get it because he has 6 weak points. So there we go. Now he's exposed his next 2. And sometimes you can freeze him in place, and that'll actually really help a lot. Come on. Drop me the blueprint. I may have to kill him quite a few times to try to get this, the Dark Rosary. But that's okay. I need to farm him a lot anyways for his blueprints. Or not the blueprints, his materials. Yep, I got Light Rosary again. Yeah, I've just gotten quite a lot of those before. You know what, you're dead. Screw it. Alright, and if a thing is about to break, you can just... from your inventory. There we go. Hey, and I got a new skill point. Sweet. You know what? I think I might learn the time stop skill. It's pretty useful. If I can. Yeah, time lock. So you have to basically touch the enemy with this skill, and it'll freeze him in place for, I don't know, like 4 seconds, 3 seconds, something like that. But that's a pretty good amount of time, so it's not bad. Let's go ahead and put it there just so I can show you. But basically, just to demonstrate, you can't, it moves about from here to that rock. That's about as far as it'll move. So you have to be pretty close for it to work. So let me go ahead and not try to do it on this angry bird. Let's do it on this one. Okay, but see? It makes them stop moving for like a little bit. Oh, damn, that actually worked a little bit longer. Cool, but yeah, that's it. But it should help with this boss because it'll let me hit his weak point a little bit easier. So I'm going to go ahead and replace or move the skills around just so that way that one's right next to the ice mine. Because I don't want to use the lightning ball on this guy because it doesn't hit his weak points, it only hits his body. So it's kind of useless on this guy. Until I'm trying to just outright kill him. Okay, you know what? I should probably put the scrolls on this one too. Okay. Just one buff. I'm gonna do the time lock when he exposes his bottom part for his weak points, because these two are always obviously very easy to hit. Now be careful if you're a sword user when you're hitting. See this yellow goop that's flying out of the weak point? That causes a lot of health damage to your character, so be really careful when you're doing this part. Fragment of helmet. It's weird. That was just a lucky guess to dodge at that moment. Oof. Okay, now that he's out a little bit, I need to... Bam. And then you can hit him again. And if it doesn't break, you can just smack him with that. Oh, and this guy's being annoying. Now you don't have to break all his weak points. Once you've broken the first two and you just want to rush through it, it's probably the fastest way actually, is just breaking the first two consistently over and over and over, instead of trying to wait for him to expose his bottom four. Sometimes, as you can see, it takes a while, so you know what, let me go ahead and just do that. And the yellow numbers means it's a critical hit, so that's how you know you're hitting a weak spot. He's almost dead. Wow, if I kept it on him like half a second longer, it would have worked. Oh well. Alright. Broke 3 of his weak spots. Okay, and then let's check out his drops as well, because his drops are good. So if you read the enchantments, Mountain Board and Worms, Mountain Born is the top one. So it gives you plus 80 attack, plus 80 magic attack, and then basics tier 3 level 2 grit. So if you go to your skills and you go to basics, tier 3 grit, and it gives you 2 levels of this. So basically when you take a lethal strike, which means if you get hit by something that would outright kill you, you keep 1 life. So it basically keeps you from dying. And you have to have more than the life threshold at the bottom. So as long as I have more than 50% health and I get hit with something that would technically kill me, I'd keep 1 health. And then obviously, like, the more points you put into grit, the lower that threshold is. So you can see the final level. As long as you have more than 0.1% health, this will always activate. So it's not a bad skill, especially if you die a lot. So just by having that enchantment, where is it? The Mountain Born enchantment on a piece of equipment or something, you're gonna have that skill, and 2 levels of it as well. So that's why Mountain Born's fantastic. Worms, it's not great. Yeah, so now if I was trying to farm his best materials, I would be fighting him on a level 7 island, so he's at least level 90, and I'd be using those sin potions, which I would have to spend. I have to spend a lot of time grinding those. So I may actually do. I'll obviously show you guys how to do it, but I'll probably just do the actual fighting off screen, just so you don't have to watch me farm, because you have to kill him so many times to get like a decent amount of the sin potions. So, all right, let's keep going with the sandworm because I really want that rosary. And now I am gonna buff because I do just want to outright kill him on the first hits. That should break his, yeah. That's what I want. Oh no, did I not pick up his other things when he died? Oh, oh. Ah, shite. Where you at? Oh, nice. He exploded everything. Exposed everything. Ha ha ha. Come on, give me the blueprint. Okay. And I'm getting a decent amount of high grade as well, so that's not bad. Okay, I'm gonna need a crap ton of these things, like a lot of these. Because it takes how many does it take? It takes 10 to make the lesser common, like the crosses. These level 6 crosses turn into the rosaries that are level 8. But to make one of the lesser crosses, it takes 10 of these broken pieces, and then it takes 5 of the level 6 ones to make a level 8. So it's 50 of these just to make one of the better ones. It's I just explained that so bad, but you need 50 to 50 broken pieces to make one of the better pieces, basically. So you have to farm them quite a lot. And I'm not even, I'm not getting very lucky with the rosary, so I may just wait until I unlock a level 7 island to do it then. Just so that way I'm also getting a lot of his materials. And just worry about the rosary later. Come on. Oh, I am almost dead. I cannot get hit. Okay. Time lock, you bitch. Ha 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 ha. That's actually great. I do not know how I didn't think of that before. Gives you way more time to hit him. Okay. If you need to get away from him, you can always just kind of get over here. I think yeah, this boss music stops. Because I was almost dead. Oh, wow, he was waiting for me. What a jerk. Guess what? It did some damage too to him. Oh, come on. Come on. You really think you got me? Dark rosary? Nah, come on, dude. Yeah, I've gotten 5 light rosaries and not a single dark rosary. It's like the game knows what I need. I don't have enough skill points. What the hell are you talking? Oh, God damn it. I knew that was gonna happen. Okay. I'm debating on whether or not I want to go back and put the teleporter thing over here. I mean, it's not that far of a distance, so... And I think I'm just gonna wait until I get a level 7 version of the sand one, so I may just start unlocking a bunch of these. Yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna do. Okay, home base. Alright, and to unlock the islands, I need that, and that. Wow, that was literally none of the ones I needed. And I didn't mean to teleport, so damn. But I'm glad that they gave us 3 rows of level, or maybe it's 4. Yeah, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. So it's 4 rows of level 7s to work with. So if you don't get the ones... Okay, what the fuck? Why does they look like that? Yeah, so if you don't get the ones you want to work with, just keep opening. Wow, you gotta be kidding me. There we go, finally. Cool. Yeah, let's go here. Why not? this way. Alright, now he's on a level 7 island, so he will be almost guaranteed to be 90 and above. So he'll be a little bit strong, well, much stronger. Sometimes he'll be in like 110 plus, so it'd be like super strong. So I gotta be careful. Because at this level, my build is not quite as strong, or quite strong enough to be able to kill him outright really easily. So I gotta be careful. So let's go ahead and heal. Let's get my healing food on the on this bar, and then mana on this bar as well. Okay. So same exact spot, except for this time I'm gonna build the teleporter stuff. Chop down these bushes because I think they're going to block my building. There we go. Jesus. Nice and pretty. Looks like it's supposed to be there. Okay. All right. Let's get ready. Let's get ready to rumble. Okay, get this equipped. Oh, you know why I wasn't doing much damage? Because I had my freaking branch arrows equipped and not my actual this thing. No wonder I was missing a bunch of my attack. Because look at my magic attack right now, 3160. Yeah, I was missing out like 300 freaking magic attack. That's a lot. Especially when you start activating your buffs. Like, watch, I'll just do them really quick and then show you. So I was at 30, so just call it 3500 just to be easy. Pop this, do my staff. Love that look, looks awesome. Okay, now 35, I basically more than doubled just by activating my buffs, so that's why those are so good. Alright, this guy should be strong. Let's see what I can do. Yeah, that's not great. That's almost 10,000. Now I'm doing over 10,000 because he's frozen. Okay, I am going to try to get his weak spots broken, so let me wait till he unfreezes. I'll time stop him once he pops up. Well, once his head pops out. He loves doing this move, so it just takes time. Just jump on him, just to fuck with him. Yeah, see that last one he does is almost always impossible to hit, or to dodge. There we go. There we go. See, that took a lot of damage. Let's go. One more hit. 3, 2, 1. I need to get my cooldowns to lower, and I died, but I think I got some of his critical hits to break. And since I did this, I can just respawn right here. Not too bad. Now you come back with half health, or about, so you just gotta heal. And all your buffs are gone, so just gotta deal with it. Oh yeah, he's at level 104, no wonder he's so freaking tough. Jeez, what the fuck? Alright. come on, bro. Stop being so cheap. Oh, thanks. See how it almost didn't hit him? Damn, I'm still not breaking his weak spots. There we go. I don't think I broke any of his weak spots though. So I may have to go back down to the lower level and try there to break his weak spots. But you want to farm his above level 90 because he starts dropping. Where is it? Oh, I guess he didn't drop any that time. He drops a better version of Mountainborn. I don't remember what it's called. It's like Earth something. But instead of giving you plus 80 to magic and attack, it gives you 120 plus better of the basic grit level. So he's worth it. I just want to show everybody what he looked like and where to find him. What is this? What is this? Oh, eggs stuff. Yeah, even the birds are level 98. Jesus. All right. You know what? I think that's a good spot for the stream. I got a bunch of stuff done today, so yeah, I don't know why these look like they're glitched. That's not great. I don't like that. Let me see by traveling to them, maybe it'll fix it. Oh, you know what? Since I'm on a high level island, I'll show you the paladins. So these are the paladins. They look cool as fuck. I like their armor. I wish you could make their armor. That like headpiece looks so fucking cool. Okay, yeah, so basically when you talk to him, it just says protecting the seal of the evil dragon. If you kill the 3 of these guys that exist on the island, so one is here, one's over like across the bridge, somewhere over here, and then the other's like higher up on the island. Once you kill all 3, you'll get a notification like the evil has appeared or whatever. In the middle of this bridge, will the big ass blue dragon will appear, and then you get to go fight him. But that's how you get him to spawn. He's the only boss that's like that, besides Dark Anubis, that you have to kill like a prerequisite monster to be able to fight him. But he's worth it. Oh, what's up, Fergus? I don't really need you anymore, but I'll still give you a log. No, give him the log. There we go. But yeah, he'll spawn in that middle of that thing over there. But I'll show you guys that next stream. Because I don't want to rush the end stuff too quick. Because I could skip like the level 5 and 6 and stuff, but I don't want to do that. Yeah, it's still being glitchy. That is not cool. Cool, so I don't have too many more islands that are hidden. They're all level 6s on this row. And then the rest are all level 7s, so not too important. But I will go back through and I will look for the dungeons that have boss fights in them, so that way I can see if I can't farm some of the ones I need still. So, all right, back to base, and a little bit of inventory and a little bit of building. Okay, now I got this stuff. Charcoal. Okay, animal drops. Get rid of that. Check the bones, because sometimes Terrorborn, that's what it is. Okay, so the worst enchant you can get from them is just Worm, and then you can get Mountainborn, which is the plus 80. Then there's Terrorborn, which is plus 120, and then basic tier 3, level 3. So if you get both Terrorborn and Mountainborn on a piece of equipment, you'll have 5 levels of grit just from wearing that piece of armor. So you can have 5 free skill points in this. So it'll basically guarantee that you won't die from like a major hit. Pretty awesome. As well as giving you like just the most ridiculous amount of plus 120 attack and mana, or attack and then magic attack. That's a huge boost. Not bad. So yeah, put those away. I'll put the boss drops in there. Do this so it's easier. Stone. some logs in here, why not? Charcoal. Fragment of helmet, what does that do? Makes a safety helmet? What the hell do I need a safety helmet for? What the fuck? Attack speed, -20, defense up to 20, movement speed, -20, jump height, -20. Why would anybody in their right mind want to do that? There's not enough space, even though it doesn't... Okay. Okay, whatever. Maybe it has a use in the future, but for now, picture book. Okay, boss drops are here. Put those in there. This and this. Determine that glass was the world drop. Slates of growth can go back into my cloud storage. I only need 8 more total, and I'm done with them forever. Unless somebody chimes in and lets me know about something I don't know. Okay, bio, straw, logs, cogs. Skill point. Let's go to magic. Time lock, I actually don't really... I think 1 level is good enough, because just advancing the... It doesn't freeze them longer by putting more points. It just lowers the cooldown by 2 seconds and lowers the mana cost, so not a big deal. Let's keep going with this, because this increases my magic attack anyways. So let's go ahead and do that up until max, and then I will do wisdom. And if I have leftovers, maybe 1 or 2 points in summon meteor, or maybe even fast cast. Probably fast cast, because cooldown reduction is really good. Oh, no, not fast cast. Because this is every melee attack shortens the cooldown. That's kind of stupid. There's one that just shortens it overall. Maybe ninjutsu? No. Oh, there's a skill somewhere I know for sure that shortens cooldowns. I could have sworn. Maybe meditation? Passive mana recovery? Nope. More recovery? Nah, I don't need that. I have food for that. I could have sworn there was a skill that lessens mana consumption. I guess that maybe is. No, I want to reduce cooldowns. Mana recover? No. Huh. Maybe I'm crazy. I'll just have to take a look through and see if I can't find. Because sometimes there's like a random, like some skills are in like, almost like they're in the wrong category. Yeah, you know what? I'll just have to go through and look. Aggressive ambition, maybe. No. Tough swimmer, nope. This sneak attack plus stealth combo is a great way to do extra damage to opponents, because you pop your stealth and you turn invisible for about 20 seconds, and then if you have sneak attack, you do bonus melee damage when you're invisible. You do 90 at max level. It's only 3 levels too, so at max level, you're doing 90% more bonus damage when you're invisible. So it's like it's an insane boost. So it helps, and it's not even hard to get either. It's only tier 3. It takes a few skills, because this is only a 1 level anyway. So it's 4 levels to get a sick bonus. Plus then you combine it with the EI slash, where I think it hits harder from behind anyways. So combining those, you do ridiculous damage with the EI slash. Okay, so as far as the cooldowns, I think I'll just have to look it up and do some research. Okay, let's do some building, and let me drop rare metal first, hold on. Rare metal, put some cogs over here. There we go. Cool. Yeah, I feel you, Anubis. Okay. the fuck? There we go. God, that's gonna be so hard to do. Just look every 5 feet. Oops, wrong spot. We'll put it there. Crocodiles sound like damn dinosaurs, I swear. I know they are pretty much technically dinosaurs anyways, but they sound cool. It's like I'm looking fucking straight. Place it straight. Are you kidding me right now? Just like arc building. So annoying. Like, if I'm looking straight, it needs to, like, okay, I get that. But, like right now, if I'm staring straight at a wall, it should place it straight above me, not at a fucking weird ass angle. I don't understand why it does that. Yeah, I should do one more all the way around. Are you, come on, landed that. So annoying. Bro, I have to do one more layer. God damn it. You know what? No, I don't. No, I do not. I am going to make just this section this high because of this, the green pot, and then I'm going to make the rest lower. So, let's just do 1, 2, 3. Look what you make me do, game. Look what you make me do. Stamina, of course. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's good. I'll just make it 3 long, and then I'll lower it for the other side. Like, fucking turn, bro. Thank you. Am I out of walls? No. Patience. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Now I can go upstairs and stand on the roof now. Ooh. Where did I put the roofs? Oh, I'm 100% gonna need more than that. Put those in there. That in there. Don't need those. Don't need that. Okay. Fish scales. Those. Wood and I think sand. Maybe iron. Stone. And a lot more fish fillets. Okay, let's go ahead and grab a stack of bass. Right. Easiest ones. How many do I get out of just one? Probably just get one, which wouldn't make any sense. So I got 2. Okay, that's good. Oh, and I think I needed stone. Sorry, my ear was itchy. In case you heard microphone bumping. Let's do 40 of these. I mainly am gonna need these ones, but I'll also need the other ones. Let's do 20. And just do 10. That's fine. Okay. And then go straight across. Oops. Nope, not that high. There we go. Okay. Sweet. I have a roof. At least for that part. I don't know how I feel about the glass, though. You know, I may do stone as the bottom row instead of the plaster wall. That may look a little better, because that's also what I have going on over here. I may do that instead, but let's go ahead and finish the roof up first. Alright, for this part, I will just do... Oh my god, just land on the fucking wall. I'm gonna punch you in the face, whale shark. I know it's not your fault. Give you a bop on the kisser. You know what? Just get to the roof. Get to the fucking roof. There we go. Fuck. Alright, now I can either cross it like this, or... Let's see how that looks. Not good. Because there's a gap right here. Indeed. Okay. Let's do this. Then I can always just place walls right there to close off that gap. Oh! Oh, come on. I just gotta be careful because it is getting a little close over here. Dude, Come on, work with me, game. Where is it? Why is this part so hard? There we go. Looks alright. I could meet in the middle, or I could do these things. I'll probably just do these. Pretty nice. That looks pretty solid. Close the gap. Or just put something there. Alright, not bad. Bunch of glass everywhere, but should probably make the make foundations another day. Okay, not bad for now. Little killing room. I'll fill it out with the animals and stuff, so it looks cool. Eventually, yeah, you know what? Let's do it while I'm looking at it. What the fuck? How'd I get over there? It's this. Like that. There we go. Alright, well, I got the front part boxed in, so it looks alright. There we go, coming together. Oh, shoot. Now I look at it, that glass part right there does not look the best. But, you know what? I did what I wanted to do. I got it boxed in. Starting to look like an actual base now and not just a hodgepodge of nothing. Yeah, I'm actually coming together quite well. And then I'll build probably like another... probably what I'll do is almost build like a courtyard type deal. I'll probably, moving like that big teleport thing back a little bit. Probably back or lined up with the... excuse me, like lined up with like right here. Going straight across, and then I have just like a big open middle area, because I'll probably end up moving this thing, because now that it's not working very well. And then I'm just going to delete all this, and just make an area where I can make bioethanol. Oh wow, these are already finished? There's no way. That would have taken... Did they already finish? 2, 3, 4, yeah, I guess so. Holy shit, alright. Let's go ahead and do some more. Sweet, good. Those are working a lot faster than I thought they were. Okay, and then I may also move this, because this is now kind of jutting into the corner of this building, so I may move this as well. But yeah, that's all in the future. Oh hey, this is all done now. This is all done. Take water. I'm gonna go ahead and store the water. Probably where my sand is. So that way if I need it for anything, I can just come get it right there. Easy peasy. And then I'm just going to let these work with the buckets of water, so that way I have a bunch in here for that one spell I use, the Ice Beam. That's what I call it. It's called something different, but it's Ice Beam. But yeah, I'll let that run for a while. Yeah. And then I'm definitely gonna build like a bigger area because this is kind of cramped for my machine factory and stuff. So I'm gonna push this out a little bit as well. Probably go further out that way a little bit with it. But yeah, I just want to start making this base feel like an actual base, and not just a cramped area. Okay. Yeah, see that freaking absorber should be working and grabbing those, but it's not. But I ain't too worried about it. All right, y'all. I feel like that was probably one of the more solid streams I've had in a minute. I always end up getting mid-game and just kind of stalling out a little bit, just trying to find motivation to like progress quickly. You know what I mean? It's so easy to progress very fast in the very beginning, but then you kind of hit a wall because then you start having to just basically farm stuff over and over and over and over and over. So I think I'm at that point where I'm basically just got to start farming bosses a lot. And then turning those materials and resources I gather, like a lot of these like fragments and stuff like that, and start turning them into like actual pieces of equipment. Because I've been sitting on the same equipment now for like 4 or 5, maybe 6 streams. So I do need to start updating these because these aren't very good anymore. So if you look on this amulet, I've only got 2. The Underworld and Crimson are the only ones working towards making my magic tech better, so we've got to start updating these. These aren't very good anymore. Same with this. Yeah, this one's only got Ancient, Crimson. It's got 3. Okay, it's not as bad. This one's only got 2. Hidden in Darkness, Freezing. This one's got 1. This one has 4. So this is probably the last thing I update, because this one actually is this is the best piece of equipment I'm holding as far as magic attack goes. But yeah, so yeah, we'll see ya. And then I still gotta keep looking for Gambitines because Fans is not working for me as my only enchantment on here. But the good news is there's an item, this thing right here, the enchanting table. Once I start running Boss Rush, they drop scrolls that you can then force onto your weapons, and then I could start putting really good enchantments on my weapons, so that's down the line. Yeah, for now I think I'm still going to keep focusing on my base, making sure it looks good and spreading out a little bit more, because like having this right outside of this archway is kind of annoying, because then I have to run around it just to get to this. So yeah, alright guys, I think that's what I'm going to call it. I really do appreciate everybody stopping by and comments here and there. I do like it. I know I miss a lot of comments just because I'm on Xbox, so I have to have my phone pull up the comments, and it's just sitting next to me, and it's hard to look away from the screen and look down every like few seconds. So I do apologize, guys, about missing a lot of comments. I do my best, but once again, if you have questions, just don't feel free to ask. I know I just said don't feel free, but feel free to ask anything you need. I will try to get back to you guys, okay? Alright, so next time. I do work tomorrow night, so I'll probably do like a midday stream, like somewhere around 12ish. Try to go like 12 to like 2:30, 3 o'clock, and then I gotta go to work. And then after work, depending on how I'm feeling, unless I'm go out and go drinking or something, I'll probably do another stream. But yeah, appreciate you guys, and have a good one.